Super Falcons completed Mission X. The Tigress now made theirs happen, winning consecutive 5 in a row. The FIBA Afro female basketball now started, lost the first match, hoping to see that, okay, this second match will be consolation prize since we are facing it like a team like Sudan. Nothing like that happened, and then now -5 goals, 0 points. You guys should just come back home by road. Don't even use flights. Well, let's move on and still talking Chan. And this is Eric now saying he wants to explain what happened. Why Sudan trashed Nigeria, Super Eagles, 4-0. Now, here's the explanation. The Super Eagles coach, Eric, has suggested why Sudan trashed his B team 4-0 in the 2024 African Nations Championship encounter. Chile watched as Kiri's Appiah's men defeated the Super Eagles team, sending Nigeria out of the tournament. Goals from Leonard and Abel continued secured Sudan's victory over Nigeria. And recall that Chile's side had lost 1-0 to Senegal in the first week of the game. And also, speaking in his post-match interview, Chile admitted that Nigeria made a lot of mistakes against Sudan. Like, the mistakes were just a whole lot, and this is not what we should be getting, because is this how we want to go and play in World Cup? Is this how we even want to qualify? Well, thank God the likes of Victor Osimhen and co. That means if these international players are not around, that means we literally don't have a B team, because since they can't go and play and even score a goal within Africa, teams, home-based teams like theirs, they are just, there's no how. Now the problem is in the selection process, because they have more time to prepare this time around. You can't tag it on no lack of preparation, because for over a month they were in Ikenne preparing and then playing friendly matches. So what's really happened? Or is it the tactics of Eric that wasn't playing out well, or what? Because right now, a whole lot of questions need to be answered by this man, because this is not what we are going for. This is not how we are going to qualify the Super Eagles team. This is not how the Super Eagles team is going to qualify for World Cup come 2026. So if the things that need to be done are not done on time, that means we should start looking for another coach, because this is embarrassing for a country like Nigeria. It's very embarrassing. Still talking Chan, this is now what the head coach of the Sudanese team has to say. He said, I wasn't expecting the scoreline to remain at 4-0 against Nigeria. Sudan head coach Kwasi Appiah has admitted that he was not expecting his team to beat Nigeria 4-0. Nobody expected that. So during the both sides 2024 African Nations Championship clash on Tuesday, Appiah watched as Sudanese trashed the Super Eagles B team to send them Nigeria out from the competition. An on goal from Leonard, and then opened up the scoring for the Sudanese side. So we will just see how well all of this will pan out in the next couple of weeks, and then see how far Sudan would also advance in this competition, because automatically they are topping the group now with 5 points and also 5 goals. So they are doing well for themselves, and congratulations to Sudan. Now they are letting the world know that yes, we are a force to reckon with, since they can also brag whether it's a B team or an A team. They defeated the Super Eagles. That's just what the story is. So moving on, we'll be going on a very quick break, and then when we return back, we'll be having conversations around Tottenham's head coach says he's confident in UEFA Super Cup clash against PSG. That game will be coming up later tonight. Then we'll have conversations around that. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Yes, many thanks for staying with us. If you just join in, you missed the first half of the conversation. Now, let's get into the second. Tottenham Hotspur confidence. Tottenham Hotspur's coach confidence in UEFA Super Cup clash against PSG. That game is coming up later today. Tottenham manager Thomas Frank says he is expecting his team to be incredibly competitive in his first game in charge against Paris Saint-Germain in the UEFA Super Cup. The former Brighton boss could not have been given a tougher opening match in the Spurs dugout, facing a PSG side who romped to their maiden Champions League title with a 5-0 triumph over Inter Milan in the month of May. So he says, I am convinced we will be incredibly competitive, Frank told reporters ahead of today's game. Paris is of course further down the line in terms of their peak performance, but we are ready for the match. Okay, later tonight we'll find out how ready this team is and who would be the king of Europe, as Tottenham Hotspur have lost a couple of their players based on being traded out, and they had a couple of additions as well. So Paris Saint-Germain had a couple of additions to their own squad, and still their goalkeeper, talking about Donnarumma now, who has requested a trade. We are going to have that conversation, and then we will see how all of this will pan out, as Tottenham and PSG will be trading tackles later tonight at the UEFA Super Cup finals to determine who the king of Europe is. So still talking about trophies, Carabao Cup, all the teams that have qualified for round 2. A total of 29 teams have qualified for the round 2 of the season's Carabao Cup. The features in the first round were played around UK Tuesday night. At the conclusion of the game, a total of 13 championship teams progressed into the next round. Also, League 1 will have 12 clubs, while League 2 has 4 teams. Teams have booked their place in round 2. Looking at the championship side, 13 the championship teams are 13: Bristol City, Charlotte, Coventry, Derby, Meanwell, Norwich, Oxford, Plymouth, Princeton, Southampton, Stoke, Swansea and Wrexham. And then League 1, 12 teams, AFC Roblin and Bradford, Cardiff, Doncaster, Lincoln, Mansfield, Port Vale, Reading, Rotherham and Stockport, Woking and Wimborne. Okay, Cambridge and Bromley. Also, those are the other teams that have, confirmed. And then there have been a rescheduling of some teams, rather some games that will be played and postponed. That's talking about Tarime and Bronson were postponed and will be rescheduled due to some challenges that they faced. So we'll see how well all of this will pan out as the season is coming up, and then Carabao Cup 2 teams are getting qualified from here. They get advanced into the championship and then find their way up to the ladder and come and play in the EPL. Now let's talk transfer quickly, but before we talk transfer, let me bring you a quick highlights of the game that was once played between Paris Saint-Germain and Tottenham Hotspur, where Paris Saint-Germain had the best laugh. Well, we'll bring you all of that highlights shortly, but before then, let's talk transfers quickly. Donnarumma decides EPL club to join from PSG. Paris Saint-Germain goalkeeper Donnarumma is set to leave the League 1 Championship side champions this summer. Donnarumma is now set to sign for Manchester City, according to reports. The report claims that the Italian stopper has already spoken with Pep Guardiola and has even agreed personal terms. City could be looking for a new goalkeeper, with Edison negotiating terms with Galatasaray. Edison's departure could see the former Premier League winners move to replace Edison with Donnarumma. Donnarumma has been forced out by PSG manager Luis Enrique and will not be part of the squad for today's UEFA Super Cup clash against Tottenham Hotspur. Lucas Schafter is expected to start between the sticks. So, looking at this now, there's a high chance that Obviously, Donnarumma wouldn't be there, but me, Manchester City, can't you guys just call on Chelsea and tell them, Sanchez is giving you problem, sign him. You can just sign this guy, just sign him, because I'm having a feeling that Chelsea will have a serious